If you want to manifest anyone overnight, you have to believe it, obviously. I'm going to give you this love letter method. I did it before, I have to confess, when I was a lot younger. I wouldn't use it now. It worked straight away actually. It worked actually it was like the same night. It was really crazy. But I wouldn't do it now, and the reason why I don't do it now is because I don't need to attract anybody overnight. But in the past I would have that feeling. So maybe this will be useful to some of you. Anyway, how do we do it? Well, it's actually very simple, but there is because we are following the laws of attraction to write this love letter, so it's not like just randomly writing love letter. And a lot of people will think that, okay, if I want to manifest somebody, then okay, if I think about writing a letter to that person, how is that going to manifest them being with me? No, because actually it's the opposite. Now you're thinking, what do I mean? Well, actually the letter you're writing is on behalf of them. So basically what I did back then, and it was actually somebody who taught me this, and at first I said, I don't really believe it. And then they said, well, do you lose anything in trying? And I was like, well, no. And they said, just try then. I said, okay, cool. So what did I do? I got a pen and a paper, and I pretended I was them. I know to some of you it's going to sound quite silly, especially if you've never practiced any woo-woo manifestation stuff before. I started writing on behalf of them and saying, confessing as them how much they enjoyed their date with me, right? Now this is very important, the date with me, not how much they love me or fancy me or anything like that. It's like as if they've already been on the date with me. So what the content would be something in the lines of, I didn't think, like they're just confessing really, they're just speaking out from their heart. And they're saying that I really enjoyed dinner today. I think I finally found the one. And, I don't want to say too much, because if I say too much, you're going to start laughing at me now, right? But you have a think. If they just went out on a date with you, if that's what you're trying to manifest anyway, a date, or them being with you, or you being their boyfriend or girlfriend, then just write it as if your girlfriend that is them is writing to you. Now, the most important thing, there's a few things we need to look out for when we do this stuff. While we are writing on behalf of them, we have to tap into the energetic field. Now, what does that mean? So it's not a random letter. You really have to step into their shoes. And I know some people will say, how do I step into their shoes, or how do I tap into their energetic field? Well, have you ever had it before when maybe you're with your siblings, if you have any, or you're with your other family members, and their situation happens, and then you say something like, oh, if mum was here, you know what mum would say. You ever had like moments like that before? Like where the person's not there, but you can already imagine if they were there, what they would say. You can only say that is because at that moment in time, you tapped into their energetic field. You stepped into their shoes. And so from what you know about this person that you're trying to attract and manifest, you got to step into their energetic field to write this letter. So become them. Have the personality of them. If they're playful, they're playful. If they're whatever, if they're a very serious person, they're a very serious person. That's how they're writing the letter, from that perspective. Use their words. Because when you tap into that energetic field vibrationally, even if they're on the other side of the world, guess what? They feel it actually on an unconscious level, on a super conscious level. And so you write the whole letter based on however your future girlfriend, boyfriend's going to write to you, right? As if it's all happened already. And then what do you do with that letter? You place it in an envelope, but before you place it on an envelope, just before you sleep, and this is kind of incorporating the pillow method. For anybody who's watched any of our other videos before, you would know the pillow technique. So what we would do is before we sleep, because we always need to understand, during our sleep cycle, our subconscious is still going. Our vibrations are still going, meaning we are still manifesting while we sleep. But what do we manifest? Well, if you watch a horror movie before you sleep, maybe you'll have a nightmare. But if you are reading this letter as if they have written it to you, you suddenly become the vibe that attracts this particular situation. You become the vibration. And that vibration will continue through your sleep. So what do? You read it out. When you read it out, you read it as if you're just reading it for the first time, and you feel every emotion, you amplify the emotions. That's your most important thing. And you amplify and you amplify and you amplify and you amplify, and you feel it and you feel so happy, you feel so grateful that this is happening right now. If you can even drop a tear, even better. And then you read it until you feel that. And once you feel that, that's the moment you must sleep. Take the letter, place it under the pillow, and sleep. Sleep on that last thought and allow the vibrations to continue to go, right? For some of you, this will really happen overnight. In the morning, you're going to receive a message, a text message, and you're going to be like, what? They just asked me out on a date. What's going on? Oh my God, they just confessed to me. What's going on? Right? These things can happen. And that's exactly what happened to me many, many years ago when I tried this method. I got a message and they said, hey, shall we go hang out today? And I was like, what? This is crazy, right? But the most important thing is this. Let's say, for example, because there's only two scenarios that can happen here, and no scenarios is a loss to you, by the way. So it's free for you to try. That's why I recommend everybody to try it. There's only two scenarios. The first scenario is it works. They message you. They speak to you. They ask you out. They confess, they say, I love you, hey, let's go out, right? Or the second scenario is nothing happens. If nothing happens, the very important thing for you to do is don't do anything. Don't think anything. Don't be upset by it. Don't chase it. Don't need it. Don't think you need to try harder. No, let it go. Do you do the letter method again? Don't need to. No need. That's it. It's done. It's already done. You see that intention's already set. It's out in the universe. The universe will respond, but it's a matter of divine timing now. So what do you do after that? Nothing. Get on with your everyday life. Go to work. Hang out with your friends. Set it and forget it. Just forget about it. And then you're going to find that if you are able to completely surrender, relax, chill, you're going to see that in no time, it's still going to happen for you. So that's my sharing for everybody here today. If you found it useful, or if you can relate to anything I've said, or you just like what you've heard and you're going to give it a shot, please do hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Also comment below. Let us know where you guys are tuned in from. That's always nice to know. Make sure to save this video because I want you guys to come back to this video when success happens for you and share your success story, because we always love to celebrate together a beautiful success story. And also it helps the message reach out to more people. So that's your good karma deed for the day. Other than that, if you're new to the channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to that little bell sign, by the way, because this year we're dedicated to making daily videos on this second channel to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful manifestation day, writing beautiful love letters. Sending my love and prayers to all of you. Namaste. Namo Himalaya.